Hey, what's up? Today I'll be reviewing Blokees Galaxy version of Transformers Series 5. This video is not sponsored. Blokees is a new toy which has been tackling the Transformers with buildable models. And why didn't I start with the first series? Well, I didn't know what to expect, so I went with the media which I last watched. And the cheapest. This is also licensed for those who hate third-party figures. And happy 40th birthday for Generation 1. If you didn't already know, the Series 5 is based on the Transformers 1 movie, which was great. The other series are mostly based on G1, but there are a few that are from comics and other media.
Tell you what, guys, why don't you go build a bridge and jump off?
But today I'll just be focusing on this box. I'll do another series another time, but this is something different, like a special thanks for being with me for over 10 years for this channel. And being a 1 to 10,000 subscriber thanks, but enough sidetracking, let's see what we actually get. There are 9 figures, all in their Transformers 1 models. Optimus Prime, Bad Assatron, Wheeljack, Orion Pax, Ironhide, Hound, D16, Sentinel Prime, and a Death Tracker. There's also a special Optimus Prime chase figure having a 1 in 36 chance of getting, ooh, gambling. You can buy them in a case or standalone boxes. Each box you're going in blind, but if you purchase the entire case, you get all 9 boxes, which contain a different minifigure, which I love, so you don't have to worry about completing your set. This excluding the chase figure, as you're not guaranteed to get one in every case. It's £72 for a case, or £8 per box. Now Blokees hasn't invaded our country yet, but you can buy it straight from the website. I live in New Zealand, so I have to pay for shipping, so it's going to be costly. So I ended up using AliExpress, being cheaper than the official store. But it never arrived. When rebuying it, they sneakily increased the price. How cheeky of them. Here is the aftermath of the case. I had to fish it out of trash for this video, just like my channel. I'll make sure to record my openings for the next boxes, but I'll just use another case as a demonstration. Now the box is solid and hard to get into, so you're going to have to ask your tomboy girlfriend to open it for you. The box and case sleeve nicely displays what's inside, even having a nice shiny print like it's some real special product. And on the lid tabs, you get a sneak peek on the upcoming figures. Ooh, how exciting. Inside are a bunch of pieces, which you're going to have to assemble. It should take 5 minutes to build, and pretty easy to follow the instructions, which are also very clear to understand. They are all the same in every box, with some character-specific instructions as well. It also comes with a stand and some accessories, depending on the figure, mostly being this rifle or this blaster. The blaster is compatible with the blast effect, which is found in other series, but doesn't fit in the rifle. I don't know what this is, but it contains an image of a figure, its name, and a QR code on the back, taking you to a website no one cares about. And an extra ankle joint if you decide to ignore the warning signs and choke on it. I'm not judging, I know people are into choking on plastic. Lastly, 2 sets of hands. The fists, which you can peg in accessories, and the open hands. They do come on runners, so technically it's a model kit. Better bust out those 300 Gunpla nips you have. That is one thing that has changed. In Series 1 and 3, you have to assemble the knees and elbow joints, but in Series 5, they're already assembled. The entire build process was smooth, allowing you to snugly snap fit them all, being very satisfying. For the most part, but I'll get to that later. The figures look fantastic. The entire figure is made out of plastic, feeling light and sturdy. After putting it through some stress test, basically working the joints a lot, and I didn't notice its paint or integrity was any way compromised. However, I need to address this. For some reason, my version of Sentinel Prime, his rider shoulder joint will pop off anytime I try move it. Was like this right out of the box, and was clearly a manufacturing defect. On the note of defects, my version of Ironhide, while assembling the head, I needed to push a worryingly amount of force into it. Clearly the hole was made too small, or it was too big. Can't relate. Anyway, to the figures themselves. Now I didn't get the shiny version, so I can't comment on that, but I'll talk about the rest. Starting on order on the case. Optimus Prime, one of the most popular and iconic Transformers. He is so popular, they included him 3 times. The figure looks great, especially with the shiny paint. He comes with an axe hand which switches out for his regular hands, and a rifle. I really like the details on this figure. You can see the matrix of leadership between his breasts. That is another thing I'm grateful for, no stickers required. Amazing, all of these details are printed on. I wish I never have to touch stickers again. I'm looking at you, Lego. Next is B127, also known as B, or Parasitron. Ah, my voice. This is his cogless mode. A different design from the G1, but still good. A bit of the default face, but you can see they all have that. Now, Wheeljack cogless mode. Great character in G1. Horrifying design in the Michael Bay movies.
I mean, you know.
Glad he showed up in the movie for those 2 short scenes of being saved in the mines and getting a pep talk conscripting miners into the military. Not to scale, as cogless bots are way smaller than their normal size. Next we have Orion Pax, cogless. What can I say? Looks good. Ironhide, cogless. Just wish his head wasn't so hard on me. Hound, cogless. Now, I can't say if he's in the movie or not, because I don't remember seeing him at all. And if you've noticed, this is the exact same mold as Ironhide, with just a different helmet. Here we have D16. Now, this is his form after just being mutilated, with, as you can see, that it's on his chest. But this is before he's getting his new cog, as you can see him still wielding his single-barreled arm cannon. Both of the cannons can use the blast effect, which is cool, but still not included. The big one is a bit too loose for my liking, falls out just too easily. I am hoping they did plan for these blast effects to be used on it, and my version of the cannon was just too loose. Otherwise there would have been such a big missed opportunity for not including that. Now I don't know why D16 still has a sticker on his arm, because that gets removed while it's getting mutilated. Next we have Sentinel Prime. This figure really catches your eye. This is actually my favourite design for Sentinel Prime, and those angel wings make it one of my favourite out of a bunch. I like how he's still wielding that double-bladed sword from the other media. He does come with an extra double ball joint for his wings, which is nice. Just can't pose him without his shoulder popping off, which sucks. Too bad none of the others come with the light grey joint, otherwise I would have just swapped it out. Lastly we have the Death Tracker, the faceless repeating bad guy to fight against. From what I know, this is a new design. They do really remind me a lot of those jet Viacons from Transformers Prime. And in the films, we do see a gold version of this. Same everything, so it wouldn't be too hard to just recolor it. Now for the posing. There's a ball joint at the head with limited movement up and down. The Death Tracker is heavily limited here though. The shoulder on a double ball joint and can get you exactly 90 degrees. Sentinel having more than 90. But the Death Tracker, Hound and Ironhide is less from their shoulder pads. The elbows on a hinge joint that far and rotate on both points. The hands are a one solid piece, so no finger movement, and they're on a joint so it can have that range of movement. Don't expect any limp wrists. A full 360 at the waist, can get 90 degrees at the hips, and a hinge at the knee just like the elbows and can rotate at both points, and a ball joint at the ankle. For character specific movement, here's Sentinel's wings, Death Tracker's wings, Death Tracker's arm gun, and D16's arm guns. Giving an excellent range of movement for dynamic poses. And here's a ruler for scale. Making them a great desk toy. They all use the same parts, so you can actually just swap them out if you wanted to, making your own.
You need to kill me.
But the real question is, can they transform? No. Yeah, I know, the whole point of a transformer is so they can transform. Yeah, that would be nice, but actually it's not necessary in this case. Something on this scale would leave you with a bunch of kibble hanging off the side, or even start to compromise the integrity with its price or size as well. Which is one of the reasons why I got it, was its size. Not everyone has an entire dining room table and space to have a massive Lego Venator on it. Having something small, looking accurate is enough. You might already notice that the miners have a bunch of white stuff on it. It's paint, I swear. Because when I first got them, they were all a bit too clean. Which can be easily fixed with a bit of dry brushing. If you don't already know what dry brushing is, it's when you take a brush, wiping nearly all the paint off, giving this very tiny amount, very soft effect when applying. Nothing too much, just enough to add some subtle details, making them pop out a lot more. Making them more accurate to the movie, since all of them had little scratches and paint chipping. Other than Sentinel, he was way too clean. Since I didn't prime them, if I decide I don't like it, I could just rub it off. Now, I would like if they came with more accessories. In other cases, they come with blast effects, which would have added so much to this. Even different faces, I'm sure people would have loved a Megatron screaming, and Sentinel moaning when he's been ripped in two.
You want a piece of me? No! I want two!
Even some different kinds of hands or Energon cubes. I would have even liked little blocks that you can put under their feet, like with Lego or something, giving people like Sentinel or the Cog form a bit taller. He would have stood over them, making it so much more dynamic. But it's not like it's accurate, because otherwise the miners' heads would come up to most of their crotches. If they can, I would like them to release a accessory set. Would love for Starscream's coronation outfit, or even just the Minicons like Rumble. If they do make another case for Transformers 1, there better be Alita 1. She is one of the main characters in the movie, and they've just left her out. On the note, Blokees, where are all your female characters in the Galaxy version? I must be blind, because where are they? Never mind, big titty shockwaves here. If I was going to choose the next lineup for the movie, I would have to be Bumblebee cogged, D16 cogless, Black Arachnia, Alita cogless, Alita cogged, Darkwing, Alpha Trion, and Megatron, and probably a Death Tracker Gold version. And the chaser could be Megatronus, because I'm pretty sure that would fit really well. Overall, I really do like these, outside of my wishes which I've mentioned. I'm going to give this a 9 out of 10. It's just those defects I ran into, I just can't overlook. They may be rare, but they happen to me. Nonetheless, I'm going to expect this is going to be the standard for all of them. Which is honestly strange, as I played around with the other series while I was editing this, and none of the others have this issue, so I'm confused why these two had these issues. And it should have been accessories included. There's no excuse that there wasn't even one single blast effect included. Look at the other series, they all include a blast effect, Energon cube, or extra hands. If they fix that, then I would have bumped it up to a 10. Now, I do have Series 1 and I do have Series 4, and I'll be doing them sometime, so tune in. But with my upload reputation, that might take a while. So yeah, see you around, and I hope you enjoyed the video. See ya.